All right, so I think they might be calling this some of the most, I think, ridiculous internet-induced fucking psychosis on the fucking planet. And it's all based around, I don't know, like a minute-long clip, more or less, of Hassan allegedly, apparently, in the minds of these internet sleuths, these mostly acolytes of LSF, Asmongold, Ethan Klein, and a bunch of other like really weirdo fucking morons, saying that Hassan decided to shock Kaya, his dog, with a shock collar. That he has like a shock collar, basically. What is this?
I hate this fucking country so much.
True.
You can be on a fucking mountain in the middle of Norway and get better internet than Los Angeles, California.
I guess he. First off, objectively correct by Hassan. Dude, it's not much better in fucking Canada, okay? Like, it's effectively like a duopoly here in Canada. There's only like two internet service providers. That would be Bell and fucking Rogers, and it's pretty fucking dog shit. Although, we have been constantly improving our infrastructure, so we have like fiber. We have like a bunch of fucking fiber net that's like going up constantly. A bunch of the old infrastructure's getting replaced. So I'm guessing his stream probably dropped frames or something, or he lost connection because his internet's dog shit. Because Spectrum is a terrible company. That's fair.
And this is just like a moment of anger. This is a moment of fucking anger for like something that is just so routine, so silly, such a first world problem. But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
Okay, so there's the sort of incriminating kind of clip, and I think so far the conclusion that I have come to from this clip is that it looks bad, sure, and that's really about it. The inferences that a lot of people, yeah, caught animal abuse allegedly, sure, yeah, nice meme. But the sort of like allegations that are going on here is that he apparently reaches out to grab like a button for a shock collar, and that's what caused Kaya to yelp rather. That's not the correct term. And he's honestly, like, the fact that we have some additional context here of Hassan seemingly already, because I've used to watch Hassan quite a bit. When he gets fucking mad, he gets fucking mad, and he's stubborn about being mad. But trust me, I should know. I am from the Balkans. When we are mad, we are stubbornly fucking mad, and we will be fucking pretty pissed if there's something that's incredibly fucking annoying and inconvenient that we have to deal with. Okay, listen, I can empathize with Hassan's position there. And his patience is already a little thin because he's already fucking pissed about his internet dropping out. And I guess Kaya decided to like move around in order to readjust within the fucking bed. Now, here's the thing, honestly, and you can probably more so, I think is a more interesting criticism, generally speaking. The fact that you can talk about anything else in terms of an actual sort of like criticism, we can talk about like how Hassan mostly uses his dog in order to get more subs and donos and shit like that, and uses the fucking dog as like a capitalist sort of prop in order to get more fucking money from that. Okay, that's like an actual criticism. It's nitpicky, it's small, but that's like something real. The stuff with the, oh well, he moved his hand in order to click a button that he has on his desk to activate a shock collar, and there's apparently a fucking shock collar or something on the collar that she has, and it's just like, huh? How do you know it's a shock collar? Like, I'm being genuine here. Like, how do you know? Like, okay, let's just like pull back a little bit.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just.
Yeah, so he's like, obviously he's currently fucking frustrated right now. Okay, sure, because of the internet, right? and he just wants Kaya. Well, I mean, Kaya was just like readjusting herself. I guess like another fair criticism is that Hassan's being a little bit of an asshole to the dog. I think that's fair. I think that's also a fair criticism there. He's being a bit of a prick, but I don't think it's out of genuine malice. I think it's more so out of the fact that he's just kind of angry at the moment for the fact that his internet was having instability problems. Like, I think that's a pretty fair assessment, I'd say.
Fucking just stop. Stop. Just fucking just stop.
I'm trying to see, like, I think the dog more than because I know currently it's saying that all the Hasanabi heads are saying that the dog's paw got caught in something.
Reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking just stop.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, I'll be quite honest. I mean, I'm more inclined to want to lean to the fact that I think she got caught on something and then yelped out of surprise. That's what I'm personally thinking. I think it's a really big stretch for people to say that Hassan reached all the way over with like the left side, his left arm, in order to fucking click a button to activate a shock collar. Like, really? Why would he do that? All Kaya did was just like readjust. But I can understand, like, you can more so talk about how he's being a bit of an asshole. I think that's a more fair criticism. And that the clip just, I think, makes him look optically kind of bad. But that's really about it. Anything else from there, you have to, like, twist yourself into a pretzel to just be like, oh, he's clearly clicking a button on a shock collar. This is clear animal abuse. Yeah. And it's just like, huh? That's a fucking reach, man. I'll be quite honest. That's a fucking reach. There's no fucking shot. But, you know, mostly what I want to talk about is just, I don't know, the broader sort of internet psychosis this is seemingly causing. I don't know, we can just play, like, the rest of the clip, see if there's anything. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting here. I'll be honest. To me, it's looking like I think she got caught on something and then yelped out of fucking surprise. That's what I'm sort of having a sort of assessment here. And the idea that he's like reaching out onto the desk to click a button for a shock collar, I think that's a bit of a reach. You have no way to be able to prove that is true or some shit. Especially if like you're an internet sort of like sleuth or some shit. Like how? Like how, dude? Like it's so fucking ridiculous, dude.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Yeah, see, this is why I said that, yeah, he's kind of an asshole. I think it's just a little bit, he's kind of an asshole, but I think it's not coming out of a place of malice, but I think a place of anger for the fact that his internet's been having instabilities. I'll be quite honest. That's the kind of read that I'm having here.
Just... You're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Incredibly spoiled from his mom. I know that, I think, well, during the time when she was a puppy, because this was also another clip that was fucking making the rounds or some shit. During the time when Kaya was a puppy, and I mean, she's a puppy, she doesn't really know any better, she would get very excited to see Hassan's mom and would like want to jump up on top of Hassan's mom and stuff, and she had to be trained to not fucking do that, which I don't know, it's pretty fucking reasonable. Like again, I'm trying to understand the perspective that these motherfuckers are apparently having, saying that, oh, this is a clear instance of fucking animal abuse, and I'm just like, I mean, we could talk about how he's being a bit of a prick to the dog. Okay, sure. Shocking a shock collar? That's a bit of a reach. Because again, most of the people that are saying this are just, I will honestly say just a collection of the worst of the worst of the worst. I'm not seeing it. I'm very confused. But here's the follow-up from Hassan himself, talking about how it's a not a shock collar, a vibration collar. and the features that are on the fucking goddamn collar. Why don't we take a look?
Yeah, man, you explain things well and shit, but show the collar though, dude. Kaya, okay. Come here. This is one of Kaya's many collars. Come here.
We do be getting the collar.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Are you happy? That's it. Good. There's the AirTag. There's the fucking...
I guess, like, yeah, the Apple AirTag used for keeping track of the dog with an app. My buddy used to have a bunch of AirTags. He'd, like, pull one in his wallet. He'd put some... I think he put one in his car. He just basically put a bunch of AirTags everywhere. Like, just, like, kind of wherever to just make sure he can keep track of stuff on his phone. Just in case... Make sure stuff doesn't get lost. So, I mean, you know, makes sense, I guess. Yeah, it's a violation of the dog's privacy. That's true, Alex. You are so right for that one.
Vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it.
Flashlight?
At nighttime.
That's pretty cool.
And it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get fucking lost.
Yeah, so you can find the fucking dog. Like, the dog gets out, gets lost, whatever. Just in case, you can just like, go out and use your phone to track down your dog, find your dog that's lost. Seems like a responsible pet owner thing to do. I don't know. Like, conservatives, I mean, one of the main arch conservatives leading the DHS right now is Kristi Noem, and she killed a puppy. So I don't know. It's a little weird. Yeah, that's a great question, Alex. Yeah, why are you all up at the dog's business, Hassan? Sounds like stalker behavior. Many such cases, Alex. Many such cases.
Able to, it emits a sound. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Place.
So he tells the dog to go to its place. Isn't this also okay? I don't know. Do we have any fucking dog havers in the chat or whatever? Isn't this like a form of kind of training? I'm curious. I think it's called place training, right? Place training dog. Oh, place training dog. To teach a dog the place command, choose a mat or bed, then lure your or guide your dog onto it with a treat, saying the cue place as they step on it. Okay. He trained his dog to sit on a mat because, again, like I said before, if you want to make the criticism that he uses the dog as a prop on stream, I think that's like a more accurate criticism. I think it's like a very nitpicky, tiny, small criticism. It's a criticism, though. I think it's accurate. You can say that, sure. I don't really care much about a criticism like that, but okay. I don't own a dog, but my cousin in India had to train her a Shih Tzu, rather, on this kind of stuff because she kept trying to jump on couches and beds. Yeah, Vosh do be having a lot of cats. So, he trained his dog to sit at a place. Because this is another thing that there's like another LSF kind of a thread talking about how he keeps the dog in place for like hours at a time. Sure, we'll do another quick Google. Is it bad to keep a big dog in one place for hours at a time? Sure, why not? Yes, it is detrimental to keep a large dog in one place for hours at a time, as it can lead to physical and psychological problems like boredom, anxiety, depression, destructive chewing, and even health issues from not being able to relieve itself. Dogs need physical space to move and play, blah, 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 blah. I'm curious. One thing that I'm curious about, does he always keep the dog there for like hours at a time? Is that like a consistent pattern that he has on stream? That Kaya just sits in one place for a very long time? I have no fucking idea. Doesn't he... Doesn't Hassan take his dog out to fucking exercise like almost every fucking day? I don't know what his fucking dog routine is. Maybe the dog is just okay with chilling there. I don't fucking know. I can't read into these people's minds or in the fucking dog's minds. I have no fucking clue. Like, because I know a lot of these people were saying that the dog wanted to roam. How do you know that, right? Like, that's quite a fucking inference for as to why Kaya even wanted to leave. Like, I don't really understand. Not from what I've seen. His parents probably take care of Kaya during stream hours. Yeah, you've watched Hassan the most out of all of us here, Boy Meets Many, correct? Does Kaya always sit in the fucking mat or something every time stream happens? Is that true? Like, Kaya will come and go. Oh, so she's not being restricted to the fucking place. And these people are fucking liars. And she is allowed to roam. Okay. So it's just like she just decided to stay there for hours at a time during that fucking stream. Okay. Like, she just decided that? She's allowed to come and go as she pleases? Alright. Like, broadly speaking, do people understand what I'm trying to say here? Like, the sort of inferences that these people are making, the leaps in logic and conclusion is genuinely insane. Now, we talked about, like, parasocial relationships. This is also another form of parasocial fucking relationship, where these people will, like, literally track anything, any tiny fucking possible detail at all possible, in order to be able to get clicks. And yeah, like you're saying, Boy Meets Mini, stealing the fucking words right out of my mouth. This is all pure attention economy fucking bullshit that's going to amplify this stuff till, like, hell and high water. And because you take a look at this, it's like, like, you people don't watch the fucking stream that Hassan has. You don't fucking always laser focus on, like, the actions of fucking Kaya. Because in reality, like, when these people are saying this stuff, none of them are fucking honest. It's all a bunch of bullshit. They know that it's easy to try to get prominence online in order to just hate on fucking Hassan. So they just do it. Because, again, current fucking format of the economy, it's an attention-based economy. And guess what? You can get a lot of attention by being really stupid and fucking annoying about a particular content creator that there is a, I suppose, for, like, lack of a better term, a sort of, like, schizophrenic, like, conniption that people have, where it's just like, I have to do everything possible in order to attack Hassan. I have to get him. I have to get him. I have to get him. And we're going to go into some of the people who seemingly have this proclivity, because we're going to be talking about our good friends, the horsemen of the slotpocalypse. But before we get to the horsemen specifically, we have dipshit Nazis. We have, of course, Captive Dreamer, Nazi. Laura Loomer, another Nazi. We have, well, not XQC. XQC is a crackhead, but not a Nazi. Definitely a fucking crackhead. I find it very funny how they are comparing it to the Alinity cat throwing situation, because from what I understand, that was actually kind of bad of Alinity to do that. Although I will say that this meme is very funny. I will say that this shit's very funny. Because it's so fucking ridiculous and over the top. Yeah, it's so out of pocket and fucking goofy, but it's... And then we have Dom Lucre. Dom Lucre, quick reminder of what this motherfucker did. Do we really need to talk about fucking Laura Loomer? She strapped herself to fucking Twitter HQ and still allowed people to be able to get into the building anyways because she's an idiot. And Dom Lucre unironically shared child pornography on Twitter, and Elon Musk personally, like, unbanned Dom Lucre. Like, it's so fucking goofy. Obviously we have this dumbass. Here's Tectone. Tectone talking about this. In light of Hassan being outed as an animal abuser, here's a favorite quote of mine to share with your friends. Of course, now him tattling and telling on the fucking mods. Hassan Piker called for the death of Senator Tom Cotton at doing the stupid contraption joke that everyone has fucking done at this point. But, okay, cool. Fascists. What? You don't want to fucking do anything about fascists? That sounds like something a fascist would say. Stones being thrown in a glass house, very much. landlords. Hey, buddy, like random out of fucking context clip where he was like arguing with one of his landlord buddies or some shit. Like, okay, bro, whatever. And Senator Rick Scott. A quick reminder about Senator Rick Scott. Senator Rick Scott Medicare scandal. Like he had to pay the he had to pay Medicare because his company defunded Medicare, Medicaid, and other federal programs, and the Department of Justice won 14 felony convictions against the company that he was fucking chief executive of, like, and was fined about $2 billion, which was the largest healthcare fraud settlement in U.S. history. So, yeah, and he's a United States senator, but okay, very cool. But let's start with the Horseman of Void, XQC. The reason why is because his head is fucking empty, and in terms of XQC, there is no sort of where one soul should be. There's basically nothing there because he is wholeheartedly willing to just do anything possible to appeal to any fucking audience whatsoever. Quick reminder, of course, XQC was also there on the Aiden Ross Trump fucking stream, you know, yucking it up with a fucking shirt of Donald Trump's dumb looking ass face on it. Yeah, that's him. He did that. He's completely and wholeheartedly willing to do anything possible to appeal to a particular audience. There's no principle behind anything XQC does. All he cares about is just making as much money as possible so then he can piss it away crypto gambling. That's really about it. So I guess he decided to do a sort of like, I don't know, schizo internet sleuthing investigation or some shit to try to prove ostensively that Hassan, when he moved his arm, clicked the fucking button in order to shock Kaya. Okay, dude.
You see the arm movement, right? Looking. No more arm movement now.
Uh-huh.
A little bit more. Tiny bit more. A little bit more. Now it's not.
Do people, broadly speaking, understand just how fucking ridiculous this is? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, okay, because we can literally just do the same thing with, like, Kaya's movements as well. Because, again, you can't fucking see anything. You can't infer anything. Do you know exactly where Hassan keeps the electroshock collar button on his fucking desk? How do you know what's on the left side and on his right side? How do you even know he has one? How do you even know he keeps it on his stream sort of setup desk? How do you know? Do you know? Like, you're making an inference here. This is a huge leap in logic. You're jumping to a particular conclusion. Yeah, like, bro, yeah, like, he's doing, like, the sports analyst thing, like, when the bat, you know, the batter who swings their fucking bat in order to hit a ball in a particular way, doing the, like, frame by frame slow-mo shit. It's really fucking stupid. It might be a button on his stream deck. True. Can you even fucking do that? Like, I would think it'd be, like, an app on your fucking phone. Like, that would make the most sense to me, but, like, again, like, you're assuming that his fucking phone is also right there on his side? Like, I don't fucking know. It's stupid, man. It's stupid. Like, this is like some schizo shit that Kiwi farmers do.
Now. Guys, 99%.
99%, by the way. Really? Why don't we take a look at what Kaya is doing? Sure, why not? Fuck it. Yeah, I do work with fucking networking. I do know how this all works. So Kaya is, like, stepping. Mm-hmm. So you can see, because if we want to do schizo shit, we can do fucking schizo shit. Her fucking paw here is clearly, like, stamped down, placed down. Could it be, like, on an angle where it's in pain and she wasn't expecting that? She decided to get off fucking balance because something got stuck, maybe? We can also make that inference and it would just be nothing more besides a fucking goddamn inference. Because again, you're trying to prove something that is, ostensively speaking, completely impossible to prove. So we can come up with like stupid, idiotic conspiracy theories until the fucking cows come home, right? So we can just keep saying shit. It doesn't fucking matter. And because again, for people like XQC, all that matters to him is that he just wants to appeal to any fucking particular audience that's willing to listen. And Hassan hate is a very easy, lucrative fucking grift. There is no fundamental principle for the horseman of void here. He cares about literally nothing else, because just where his soul is a void, his brain is also a fucking void. He doesn't care about literally anything else besides doing everything possible in order to make some fucking money. And again, he also said that he'll donate $50,000 to LA in an animal shelter if Hassan shows the collar his dog Kaya was wearing yesterday. Pay up, motherfucker. Looks like you gotta give $50K to a fucking LA animal shelter. Wah, 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 wah. Listen, play stupid games, you win some stupid goddamn prizes. Like, I mean, like, what the fuck else are you supposed to say? Literally, I remember that this complete schizophrenic freak, this is where the air tag is, right? Right there. That's what I was specifically looking for. He was saying that that's where the sort of, like, light activates in order to shock the collar, or for the collar shock to activate or something. And it's just like, that's an air tag used for fucking tracking via your phone, you dumbass. What the fuck are you talking about? My buddy also had the exact same shit. It's incredibly fucking stupid. And everyone was also saying that there's like prongs or so. We'll get to the sort of like prong conspiracy. If you took a look at the fucking thing itself, if there was prongs there, he would have to remove like the back, and it was still fucking covered there. Like, again, there's no evidence. There's just nothing to say that there was any exposed prongs for the shock collar or anything in order to, I don't know, shock the dog for seemingly her paw getting stuck. Which is where I'm honestly more or less fucking leading to in terms of the conclusion that I'm trying to get at. More than likely, her fucking claw of her paw got fucking stuck on the fabric of the mat. I think that's like pretty easy to make. But why don't we get to fucking Asmongold, the horseman of fucking indolence, a man so slothful and fucking lazy that his mom more than likely, let's be quite honest here, got respiratory problems from the fact that he lives in such a squalid fucking house. Hey, Asmongold, your mom died of a respiratory problem. Don't you really think that maybe your house being a dirty pile of shit that it is, that's not been fucking cleaned years at a fucking time, may have fucking contributed to your mom's respiratory condition? It's a slight possible chance, let's be quite honest here. But what do we have here? You guys really need to stop invoking Palestine every time someone like you gets criticized. It doesn't help you, and it doesn't certainly help the Palestinians. Okay. Why don't we oblige Asmongold here? Obviously, we're going to get the immediate first reference in particular that Asmongold is not going to bring up, because this is one where he actually faced some consequences for. But here's Asmongold on Palestine and the genocide in Gaza.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, sure. I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't...
First off, if you want to have a demented interpretation of the Quran and of Sharia law, you can say that. This is like some stupid, dumbass 2000s era, like 9/11 era fucking Islamophobia here. Like, you can have that sort of like schizophrenic, I don't know, idea in your head or whatever. We can also make the exact same sort of argument with specifically Christianity as well. Boy Meets Minnie, if I recall correctly, in the Bible it advocates, in the Old Testament I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that anyone who does not follow God's law, generally speaking, will be punished by God themselves, if I recall correctly. That people who do not follow that, if I wanted to twist myself to a pretzel, I can just basically say that this is like also genocidal as well, if I wanted to, right? if I wanted to be like a complete fucking freak, but I'm not gonna do that because that's just fucking stupid. Because, again, those are the old kingdoms. Interpretations have happened throughout thousands upon thousands of years of different Christian scholars talking about Christianity, and things have changed. Broadly speaking, most normal Christians, and mostly it's the evangelical freaks who are gonna fucking talk about stuff like this. Most normal Christians don't really give a shit about any of that stuff. They're just like, listen, just do well in the eyes of God and you're fucking good in my book, bro. That's really about it. Of course, with Jesus' arrival, that canceled out the need for violence because there was no longer separation of Gentiles. I'm assuming it's because at that point, it was the Romans also conquered Palestine at that particular point in time. So the Gentiles have already effectively conquered the region. If we're bringing historical analysis to this, yep. It's almost as if I read a lot of history, guys.
Don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question.
Sure,
it's crazy
man.
that people don't see it that way.
Because nobody fucking sees it that way. Like, no one fucking sees... Again, like I said before, if you want to twist yourself into a fucking pretzel and come up with the most idiotic interpretation on the fucking planet, you can do that, and that can be the fucking interpretation. Everyone else is going to look at you and just be like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is insane.
They'd be doing the same thing.
Same with Christians. They would also do
How
the
much
same
did they
thing.
kill?
By
As
your
many as
logic.
they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But
Might
if they
make
did,
for it
they'd be doing the
arguments.
same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in...
Again, like I said before, it's incredibly hilarious that this motherfucker is saying that, despite the fact that he recently advocated for fucking segregation to return. So, it's one of those things where it's just like, fucking spare me it, dude. Like, you are okay with genocide, like I've said before, if it is you who is the one who comes out on top. For all the eugenicist, idiotic bullshit that this motherfucker loves to spew, and he loves to spew eugenicist bullshit, very, very similarly, in terms of, like, people he thinks are mentally ill and sort of, like, challenged and whatnot, saying that they have to work in the mines and that they should essentially be fucking killed. You want to know who else said that shit? Hitler. Hitler also said that stuff. In a rather famous propaganda sort of poster, but whatever, dude. It's rather interesting and insane to me that he's also just perpetrating all of this kind of stuff when it would probably hit most of the people in his fucking audience. I don't know if you know anything about Asmongold viewers. They're not very bright. They're not very intelligent. They say a lot of fucking idiotic shit and believe in a lot of stupid fucking conspiracy theories because of the fact that they can't get any fucking bitches on their dick because they have the fucking roach daddy as their current parasocial fucking god. Yeah, like 5th grade education at best. Definitely don't disagree with that one there, Boy Meets Mini. But, okay, sure. You know, that's the standard one that most people attack Asmongold over. Correctfully so. And the only reason why he brings it up is because he faced some actual consequences for it. Sure, how about another one? Here's Asmongold talking about the Nazi fucking book burnings. Saying that the book burnings that happened to Magnus Hirschfeld's Institute of Sexology were because the books were written in Jewish and not German. That's not the reason why it fucking happened. The student brigades within the Nazi Party, after the Enabling Act of 1933 was passed, because at that point it was already passed, there was always a thorn in the side of the Nazis in terms of Magnus Hirschfeld and the Institute of Sexology. The Nazis put up so much fucking propaganda and misinformation about the Institute of Sexology, so much so that youth brigades within the Nazi Party went there and burnt it down. And yeah, wrote them in Yiddish as far as I know, but also translated them. I wonder why Magnus Hirschfeld fucking also translated all of his writings from Yiddish to fucking German. Oh, because he wanted people to be able to fucking read them from in German, because he was living in Germany at the time. Oh, crazy, I know.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned books on gender sciences.
They did do that.
Mm-hmm.
First. Now the administration has villainized and
By the way, as Gremlo so kindly decided to edit in here, as far as I know, I'm just gonna say it was Gremlo who fucking did it. His audience is all saying based. Now I understand that apparently, allegedly, all these motherfuckers got banned. Okay, you did the bare minimum. The real question that you should be asking yourself is, why are these people comfortable with saying that? Why are they totally comfortable with just listening to a dumbass spew neo-Nazi fucking conspiracy theories? Why are they comfortable with that? And why are they saying Adolf W and based and Kanye W to stuff like that? Why is that? You should be asking yourself the more root cause and root basis. Yeah, they would not be comfortable in Hassan's... Well, I mean, they would just get bullied out or banned.
marginalized migrant workers, trans.
It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German.
Obviously stupid and idiotic. Incredibly fucking dumb. That is not the fucking reason. Hitler and the Nazi Party put out a ton of fucking propaganda and misinformation about Magnus Hirschfeld, saying complete utter nonsense about the fucking Institute of Sexology. No, it was always an intended fucking target.
And it was like a retaking of Germany for Germans. That was like the uprising of the Nazis.
Again, like I said before, that was the Enabling Act of 1933 that helped catalyze that. That basically said, well, we're taking over the government and we're just going to shut shit down and, well, go after who we perceive as our fucking political opponents. Because guess what proceeded after fucking the passing of the Enabling Act of 1933? Oh, it was fucking Kristallnacht, which also had the burning of the fucking Institute of Sexology. Crazy, I know.
So it was like, yeah, they were. I think it probably might be both in some circumstances, but like it was categorical.
Yeah, it's not
for it not being written in German.
No. Like him saying that it's categorical is that he thinks the primary reasoning is that it was written in Jewish. First off, Jewish, not a language. Yiddish is the language that Jews wrote in. So stupid. I don't know if there's like differing Jewish dialects depending on the fucking region. That could be the entirety of the case. They were written in fucking Yiddish, you moron, not in fucking Jewish. Jewish is Jews, and Judaism is a religious and a cultural affiliation. It's not a fucking language. It's so fucking stupid. And also, they were also written in German. That's not the fucking reasoning. It's so stupid.
They also burned porn. Yeah, they burned a lot of stuff.
They sure did, Asmongold.
And no, a lot. And I wish people like this. It's disappointing that you can't have genuine conversations because people try to just like kind of, like handpick facts and like not talk about things in an honest.
If you want to have a genuine conversation about that, very well. We can have a genuine conversation about the fucking history. I guarantee you, you don't know fucking shit about the history because you just espoused a fucking neo-Nazi conspiracy theory.
Way, but it's like part of that's true, but it's like not completely true.
What you said is fucking false. That's not the primary fucking reasoning why they went that. Let's see. Asmongold also advocating for, well, the killing of fucking protesters. ICE protesters. A bunch of people who, protest against the fucking current Gestapo, against military fucking occupation. Because, oh, you're telling me, Daho, that Asmongold is actually okay with military occupation? Why don't we take a listen?
Well, maybe you should have just used the gun. I don't know. I think anybody who's going around and trying to hit police officers or any...
No evidence of that, by the way, whatsoever, that any of the fucking ICE counter-protesters have been going around hitting ICE. They know, broadly speaking, what the Trump administration is trying to do is to try to do anything possible to hunt for their Reichstag fire moment, so then they can have justification in order to do the military occupation of the entirety of the United States of America, specifically that of blue cities.
Anything like that, that's just, there's no reason why anybody should be supporting that. I think...
The lady they accused of having an SMG most likely didn't. Cops being dumb and alarmist. Literally, like, and this didn't happen that long ago. An ICE agent called the police on a CBS affiliate because they thought they were breaking into the fucking compound that they were fucking staying at, when there was just no evidence. They just set up a camera there because the police, local police went there. There was only 2 dudes there, and it was a CBS affiliate news crew with a fucking camera there. They set it up and they started fucking filming because they're a news crew, and the National Guard just came. So they went there to film a story about it because that's their job. And, like, literally the police officer said, like, what are you guys even up to? It's like, oh, yeah, we're just with CBS. We're just filming the building. That's about it. It's like, oh, okay. And then the police moved on with their lives.
Yeah, that base. No, I think, again, I've said this before. I think they should use actual ammo. And if anybody throws a rock or tries to harm one of the police officers, I think they should just use deadly force to stop it from happening.
Genuinely fucking insane, because A, not fucking happening, B, ICE is a foreign occupying, effectively a foreign fucking occupying goddamn force coming into their cities, taking away their fucking neighbors for some fucking goddamn deportation or some shit, and is doing general fucking harassment of the fucking goddamn communities that they live in. And so, yeah, I think it's pretty effective to say that Asmongold is calling for terrorism there, Boy Meets Mini. I don't think that's, like, ridiculous or hyperbolic to say, despite the fact that all the people, not all of them, but most of the people that ICE rounds up either have just civil violations that they were trying to go to court for, but obviously are not, because ICE is also in front of the fucking courts trying to also apprehend people there. Damn, it's almost as if, like, the point of this is just to have, like, people scared and afraid and just shut into their fucking goddamn houses and not allowed to participate in broader society. I know it's a ridiculous and radical thing that I'm saying here, but it's almost as if that's exactly what's fucking happening. And basically the point is that they'll just, like, also kidnap and go after, let's be honest here, not only legal migrants who have just had civil cases very often and do not have anything violent on their records, will have nothing on their fucking records, but will also just go after citizens, because unfortunately the Supreme Court has effectively made it such that ICE can just racially profile people. So that's really, really fucking cool. Oh, 1000% Durandi. Yeah, he is effectively calling for a violent federal insurrection of democratic states, and they're also their fucking cities. Why? Because, again, in the mind of Trump, he's just a tin pot petty authoritarian. He's just wants to do everything possible in order to get as much power as possible, because he is a authoritarian. He is a fucking fascist, fundamentally speaking. And Asmongold agrees with that because, again, well, he has an audience that he's trying to fucking pander to.
There's no reason why anybody should be putting up with that, and it's disgusting, honestly, that there's so many people that are okay with it. Yeah, shoot on sight? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Damn, shoot on sight for people practicing their First Amendment rights, despite there not being any evidence whatsoever that most of these fucking protesters are throwing rocks at the officers themselves. They'll throw rocks at their vehicles. They're not going to throw at the officers. We're going to be upset about the fact that these masked up freaks in their unmarked fucking vehicles with no identifying information, which, by the way, is all illegal for them to do, but whatever. This administration doesn't give a fuck about any of that stuff. Same with this fucking complete dipshit. Just want to, like, go around, gallivant, and just say, like, oh, well, you know, we're just gonna apprehend and kidnap a bunch of people because Stephen Miller, the egg-headed Nazi, told us so. And then we have this cockroach over here saying, like, yeah, yo, totally based, epic, bro. Yeah, you kidnapped those fucking dirty Browns. Yeah. Again, throwing stones from a fucking glass house there, Asmongold. If you're complaining so much about how dirty a fucking place is, you should still be cleaning up your fucking goddamn house. You should be fucking cleaning it right now. And let's be honest here. Your mom probably suffered consequences for the fact that your house is such a dirty fucking mess.
Set an example? Yeah.
And keep committing crimes.
That'll only increase the riots?
It will.
You'd really be surprised how fast it stops after more than 1 or 2 people get shot for being violent.
No, the fuck it won't. American Revolution, motherfucker. The fucking motherfuckers who overthrew the tea during the fucking Boston Tea Party, which led up to the Boston Tea Massacre, helped catalyze a revolution in the 13 colonies, dumbass. If you think Americans are going to sit down with their fucking thumbs up their asses, by the way, like I think has been said here in chat before, there's about to be another No Kings protest. The No Kings protest was the largest fucking protest ever in US fucking history. It got out tens of millions of people all across the entirety of the nation, in literally every city and town, in every fucking goddamn state, in the entire fucking union. So, you know, if you really fucking believe that if some people, counter-protesters, were to get shot and killed by ICE or by any fucking police, that people would take that shit sitting down, ho ho ho. Like, it would cause a fucking shitstorm. It would be a shitstorm. People would be out in the streets fucking rioting. But then again, Asmongold is totally okay with that. He's a fucking millionaire who's safe in his squalid fucking living area in his fucking house, where he used a dead rat as an alarm clock before. So again, like, spare me at Asmongold. Like, do you really fucking believe in your heart of hearts that the American people would take that shit sitting down? Fuck no. They already hate Trump. And if they were to do something like that, they'd be fucking even more pissed. But here we go. We have more stuff here from fucking Asmongold, where he's advocating for leftist political public figures to be fucking assassinated. Asmongold, you're also saying this about yourself at the same time? Like, if you're just talking about political figures, calling for them to be assassinated? Like, why would you do that? Well, that's very, very strange. Why don't we take a look?
And I think that that's probably what it's going to take for these left-wing people to realize what a bad idea what they've been doing is. Because until it's...
Again, let's be honest here. Once again, this is in reference to Charlie Kirk's fucking assassination. He is one of the main people as to why the current political climate has gotten to the place that it is. Along with him and the President of the United States, including him, this motherfucker. We literally just saw how he would advocate for killing ICE counter fucking protesters. So spare me at Asmongold. You are totally okay with fucking violence. You don't give a shit about any of this stuff. There's no standards with a motherfucker like this.
Starts happening to them until they start having people that are their friends or, you know, their, like icons that they look up to, the same way people looked up to Charlie Kirk, until...
Basically explicitly saying that, it's like, if people also shot not Asmongold, but also Hassan, fuck it, whatever. This can also potentially include himself. If people were shooting political icons and people that look up to this fucking dumbass, if they got shot, whatever, fuck it. It's also acceptable. Fuck it, who cares? It's almost as if none of this is fucking good. No, I think we watched this video, Boy Meets Spinny, but he said this in a video where he talked about Charlie Kirk's fucking assassination. I believe we talked about this.
Until they start seeing those people get killed, I don't think it's really going to be real for them. This is the way I look at it. I'm just going to make a categorical judgment here. Is that any content creator or anybody like this who has been advocating for violence against a person in an extrajudicial way. I'm not talking about trying people.
You should just use the gun. I don't know. I think anybody who's going around and trying to hit police officers or anything like that, that's just, there's no reason why anybody should be supporting that. I think, yeah, that base. No, I think, again, I've said this before. I think they should use actual ammo, and if anybody throws a rock or tries to harm one of the police officers, I think they should just use deadly force to stop it from happening.
Oh. Well, I guess you're on your own fucking list, buddy. I guess it's open season for fucking Asmongold. Ah, shucks. Like, do you know how fucking idiotic you sound when you fucking say shit like that, Asmongold? I guess people should want to fucking assassinate you or some shit now. Like, are you stupid, man? Why would you say this? Like, you advocate for fucking violence against people all the time. Why would you fucking say this? Okay, bro, nice meme.
People who they disagree with for treason. This is advocating for the judicial process to be used.
I guess Asmongold also wants to be tried for treason. Okay? Hey, Asmongold, I agree with that. You should be tried for fucking treason because you're totally okay with the felon president who's causing the economy to collapse, who's trying to do military occupation constantly, illegally, by the way, and this has been getting actively shut down or attempted to be fucking shut down by the courts. You're just advocating for all that stuff, so I guess you're treasonous. Oh well. Yeah, remove that fucking American flag that you have in your room. You're not an American, you're a fucking traitor.
Against people they disagree with, I think that's fine. But whenever you have people that are saying things like 8647, or anybody who's advocating for any form of extrajudicial justice.
We've talked about this before, so this is in reference to the Krasensteins making, I think, like, merch talking about 8647. Now, if it was 286, that would be for murder. That would be for an assassination hit. 86 means they should fucking leave. They should be vacated from their current fucking place. But again, this stupid little dumbass will love to cry, bitch, moan, and complain to the mods if it's just like, the Krasensteins are doing a slight inconvenience against me. I can't believe they would advocate for the impeachment of the president, who should be probably fucking impeached for the fact that he breaks laws as much as he fucking breathes. So, spare me at Asmongold. Go fucking cry to the mods somewhere else, you fucking stupid little baby bitch beta.
Extrajudicial justice, and basically vigilante justice on people who they disagree with politically. You have to really...
Damn, it's a good thing the left never fucking advocates for that whatsoever, and anytime shit like this happens, they talk about, like, yeah, so vigilantism is bad, what happened to Charlie Kirk is bad, almost as if that's the position of every sort of, like, left-leaning fucking pundit, and this is also the exact same shit I have been consistently saying, that, yeah, this is not good, it's bad, this is obviously not the way you should be fucking doing any of this stuff, like, it's not going to lead to effective fucking outcomes, but you want to know who constantly calls for the murder of their fucking opponents and violence to be perpetrated against them? Oh, it's the right. The right loves doing that shit. Like, literally, when Paul Pelosi got attacked with some fucking psycho with a hammer and was put in jail, you want to know what Charlie Kirk did? Advocated for some patriot to post bail for him. So, again, spare me at Asmongold.
Realize that all of those people, I think, have made themselves acceptable targets. And I think that there's a lot...
Again, by your own logic, you yourself are also an acceptable target, man. Like we literally just played this clip where you advocated for the extrajudicial murder of counter-protesters. Spare me it.
And millions of people out there nowadays that see that. And I think that that should be extremely worrying for them.
No, I'm sure.
It should be terrifying. But the reality is that they...
This is totally not a call to action or anything at all whatsoever. No, not at all.
Environment themselves, through their own actions, through their behavior, and through their own words. You reap what you sow. And I think that things are about to get a whole lot worse. Anyway, guys.
I couldn't agree much, I couldn't agree much more there with fucking Asmongold. You do reap what you fucking sow. And trust me, you saying the idiotic shit that you constantly say on your fucking platform, buddy, you're eventually going to start reaping what you're fucking sowing. Because, again, you are totally okay with the abhorrence that currently exists right now with the fucking... and within the United States of America. That, like, spare me it, dude. Like, you don't have a fucking problem with violence being perpetrated on your fucking political opponents. You are gleeful about it. We've just taken a look at a clip where you were fucking gleeful about it. So it's just like, okay, bro, nice meme.
Thank you all so much for watching. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. another senseless death that never needed to happen. And I think that anybody who was,
Same with the fucking goddamn counter-protesters that you're also advocating for the deaths of.
Talking about this and turning up the heat on any of this type of political rhetoric.
There's no reason why anybody should be putting up with that, and it's disgusting, honestly, that there's so many people that are
Turning up the heat on the temperature, on the rhetoric, eh?
talk about things in an honest way. But it's like, part of that's true, but it's like not completely true.
Not turning up the heat, by the way.
Always. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
Not turning up the heat, by the way. But, okay, man.
And discussing, or at least, flirting with the idea of political violence. I think all of those people have made themselves acceptable targets in all of the worst ways.
Well, what goes around comes around, buddy. Your own logic would also mean that you are also an acceptable target. It's almost as if no one has fucking advocated for this position because it's fucking stupid. But that's the fucking horseman of indolence. Now we have the horseman of hypocrisy being hypocritical yet again. Let's take a look. Horrifying animal cruelty caught on camera. No evidence to say that whatsoever. We've taken a look at the clip. I've tried to fucking break it down even to try to give some kind of a steel man to these people's position. It's just like, I'm not fucking seeing it. By Hassan as he activates her shock collar for one tiny step off her bed. No evidence for this whatsoever. Like, Boy Meets Mini, like you said, you yourself have also said, she's come in and out before of the fucking stream. She's roams. She gets a lot of fucking exercise, from what I understand as well. No evidence for this whatsoever. She cries in pain. Poor baby. I've always thought it was extremely bizarre that his young, energetic puppy never took a step off her bed. She's roamed the house while he streamed, man. She just decided to lay in the fucking goddamn bed at this time. Okay, man. That has to be a result of some brutally strict training. I have a question, though. Well, Ethan, again, stones in a fucking glass house. This is a very interesting collar that you have for your current dog right here. Some prongs in the neck of the fucking dog? That's a little interesting. And also, didn't Ethan's first dog die because he fed it way too much fucking goddamn cheese? What is this?
Alfredo loves, and I was giving Shredder like cheese. He loves cheese, and I was always sprinkling cheese on his fucking food. Alfredo, I'm gonna give you some cheese. You're a good boy. You get cheese.
Salami's so good.
That's his first dog, who died tragically of kidney failure because he was feeding it way too much fucking goddamn cheese. So, nice meme, horseman of hypocrisy, being hypocritical as always. I mean, like what else are you fucking supposed to say? Like, you're just gonna go along with this, like, stupid, schizophrenic, like, conspiracy theory in order to, like, twist yourself into a fucking pretzel in order to just justify, like, the complete utter nonsense. It's so stupid. Here's Tectone, though. I don't have a horseman name here. He's just a bald moron. I found your collar. Looks like electric prongs. Is that even the fucking actual, like, collar? Video proof you remove the prongs and use black electrical tape to cover the holes where the prongs to. Bro, this is the most stupid fucking inference on the fucking planet. Like, let's be honest here. Okay, dumbass. That's not electrical tape. There would have to be, like, you would have to, like, take out the fucking back cover or some shit. There would have to be holes there or something. I'm not seeing any fucking holes. This is just, like, if we want to fucking operate off of just, like, schizophrenic twisting myself into a pretzel in order to justify, like, a position here, we could fucking do that, Tectone. By the way, this is the same fucking dude who is an alleged sexual fucking abuser of Pink Chiu, and has also gotten a divorce with his fucking wife, presumably because he's just like a weird little fucking freak, a little fucking asshole who nobody fucking likes. So again, it's like one of those things where it's like, spare me a Tectone. If you want to twist yourself into a pretzel where you just like contort yourself into like multiple various ways in order to fucking say idiotic shit like this, you can do that. But don't be surprised when people start calling you a complete fucking conspiratorial moron. Go back to like trying to take pictures of you in a fucking random forest somewhere, trying to make covers for fucking really midwestern emo bands, or for stalking little girls in the fucking forest, you fucking freak. I don't think there's really much else to say besides this is just completely fucking psychotic. This is just internet-induced fucking psychosis. Like, what else are you supposed to say here? All these claims are fucking ridiculous. They are stupid. And you have to make such a ridiculous leap in logic and fucking assumptions in order to even think about twisting yourself into a pretzel to try to basically justify any of these arguments. Like, it's actually fucking insane to me just how much, like, you have to twist yourself into a fucking pretzel to say these fucking things. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, all I can really say is that the clip looks pretty fucking goddamn bad. It's a bad looking clip. I'll be quite honest. It's not a good look. It's some sussy baka shit, but the idea that there's a fucking shock collar and there's animal abuse going on, not passing the fucking smell test. We can also talk about how Hassan uses his dog as like a fucking prop to get more clicks and subs and stuff. Sure, that's like an actual argument. It's very nitpicky and I don't really care to have it, but that's an argument. That's actually fucking that's actually something that checks out. That makes sense to me. But no, we have to do animal abuse, bro. It's just like, okay, dude, like, whatever. It's so fucking stupid, man. Like, the ridiculous sort of conclusions that these people are, like, hopping through to try to get at Hassan here for some fucking reason. And I'm not even saying this to try to fucking glaze or anything. It's just, the arguments that these people are putting are just, it's just like, okay, I've taken a look at all of them. It's just fucking stupid, man. Like, there's just no fucking way, bro. It's so fucking dumb. Shock collars aren't even worth calling animal abuse over when there's people who kick their dogs. Yeah, and also, by the way, Durandi, like, there's also people who have shot puppies who are currently a part of the Trump administration. Fucking Kristi Noem. So, very, very cool. But, like, whatever, man. These people don't have a problem with stuff like that. So, that's cool. Great. Fantastic. I don't think there's really much else to say besides these people are complete utter freaks who are just going to come up with, like, any schizophrenic, like, conspiracy theory to try to justify their idiotic fucking hatred. Like, it's so fucking dumb and stupid. I don't think there's really much else to say besides this is just complete utter fucking nonsense, dude.